We're going to start with a quick pop quiz. I'm going to give you a little hint to the answer. Here we go. Are you ready? We got a channel for Ethereum. We have horizontals, and we have origin lines that date back to the beginning of all of Ethereum price right here. And these are the different colors of lines. You got blue for the origin lines, and then I take those back off, or just you got support resistance, and then you have channels that are green right there. I'm going to zoom into this area to the 3-minute chart. So that was your hint. That was your hint to the pop quiz. Now, if somebody told you any asset in the world, doesn't matter if it's gold, oil, black market testicles, the price of anything that's traded. If somebody told you that the price of that asset fell below two very important lines, which you can see are green and blue, and raced above them, and you got to see the small candles interacting with those two lines in this fashion, what would you think? Do you think, does it look like it's going to break that back down out of there, or does it look like it's going to go higher? All right. Now, second question is, if I put on the channel, take off the origin lines, zoom out to maybe the 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, and this goes back all the way to the top of Ethereum, right? 4,800 November top. And you now know how price is interacting with not just this line, but origin lines, which these are only about 6 months of price history lines, but the blue lines are years and years of price history, right? Years of price history. And it's using both as support. With that, where does it look like within this channel that Ethereum's going? That's your pop quiz. And so what we're going to do in this analysis is essentially use these things to show you how even Ethereum, from a structural standpoint, it almost perfectly aligns with Bitcoin getting close to 28K. It really is. I think this move could have some pretty serious legs, and I gave an analysis yesterday on Bitcoin. You can watch that with this link right here, or you can wait till the end, but you can click that link and come back to this one and watch it. But I'll also link it to you at the end, and things are perfectly aligning for a big rally here. Let's get these charts. To get a better visual on Ethereum one more time, where we are within these origin lines is we're essentially at bare ass. I mean, it's almost bare ass bottom. All right. I'm going to make this this line white for now, simply so you can see this is bare ass bottom. Okay. However, all of price history, both Bitcoin and Ethereum, lived within pure prosperity of the traditional market. It was all up. Every single dump in the traditional market from the time Bitcoin was born was a V-shaped correction and immediately made all-time highs, relatively immediately, right? And that obviously seems to be changing. I'm not trying to say, hey, Ethereum's under this line, we're at a bottom. That's definitely not what I'm saying, because the prosperity of the traditional market is now over. They're done printing money. They're getting the party's over. So I'm not trying to say that. However, it is a very important line. Right, and I zoomed into there, and now the line. Let me turn it back blue, so because you know which line we're looking at. And that's the blue. So there was a blue line and a green line with which price was dancing. Remember, and that's the blue line. Look. All right, and you remember how those small, tiny candles were interacting with it. Well, look how the daily's interacting with it. You're getting closures above it. 3. You're going to have 3 closures after using this perfectly as support. And then you zoom up past the next one and use it as support. It looks like it's going to touch this damn line to me over time. Not tomorrow, maybe not even next week, but it looks like it's going to come up to this line. All right, with that very basic analysis from current price to there, that's 27%. All right, now let's add on a little bit more stuff. Let's put on the channels, and this channel has about 6 months of price history, about 99% of all trading volume since the all-time high or not, maybe 98%, since the all-time high has been within this channel. So this is about a 6-month long channel from the 4,800 top back in November 2021 is what you're looking at right there. So you had some Ethereum traded outside of it here on this wick, and down here it's about 90% or so, right, of the trading volume, or 90, it's 98, 97, whatever the case. And it broke back into it after using a serious line as support, and then is now using both of these lines as support, as you saw. Okay, so with that, where does it look like it's going? Let's take off the origin lines. Oh no. Good. I just hit X instead of the eyeball. All right, thank goodness for Control Z. All right, anyway, where does it look like it's going? With the idea that it's already used this as support and another even more important line of support. It looks like it's going to hit the bottom of the point of control or the top of the point of control, right? Now let's put on these horizontals. Let's see how those line up. So these are massive horizontals that I have them labeled. So if you want to pause this damn video and write this on your chart, that's probably a damn good idea. Probably like a really good idea. These are some major lines. I'm going to take off the channel here and look what's happened structurally. Use the bottom one as support, came up, blew past the bottom of this one, and it's hanging out up here. Why? Because there are two other important lines holding it up. It looks like it's going to go to the next one. So the top of the next one is 1720. It's 1720. From a percentage basis, where is that from current price? That's 38%. So we essentially have 28 to 30, or what was the first one? 28 to 38% now. Just based off this, potentially. Like that would be upper target, right? And remember that this horizontal here is the previous all-time high of 2018 or 2017 Ethereum, right? The previous all-time high. So it fell under it, so it's going to race back up and potentially overshoot it. It fell below the previous all-time high and bounced hard. Bounced off a horizontal and bounced off of an origin line. See that? Boom. Hit this horizontal, hit that origin line perfectly, hard bounce. It's being held up by this blue line and the green line on the channel. And now it looks like it's going to take the channels back off. It looks like it's going to, in general, enter this range, about 1400 to 1720 in general. So I'm going to take that off now. And it looks like it's going to either hit this, either or, and maybe both at the same time, this line or the point of control. But guess what? That line goes through the point of control. It hits the bottom and the top. So let's put a pin in those. When important lines cross, price gets sucked into it. I'm telling you, I don't know why, but it just freaking does. It just freaking does. And if it hit the top, if it wicked past this line in a hurry and got rejected by something, it would be the top of the point of control. So I'll put a pin in it right there. If it just blew past a little bit but got rejected by the top of the point of control. So it looks like price could go boom, boom, something like that. All right, so where would that be? From current price, bam, that's about 34%. And that's in the middle of 28 and 38. So let's go back to Bitcoin. And all the reasons why Bitcoin really could easily have a rally. Remember my targets from yesterday, right? And so the current price up to about 28K is how much? 34%. It's the same damn thing. Look. That's 34% right in the middle of this box that I drew from my last video. It all aligns. Now, are both Bitcoin and Ethereum at whim to the traditional market? Absolutely. But remember, we have a super easy way for both Bitcoin, which I covered yesterday, in terms of reverting back to being bearish. I had the invalidation line there, still the same. You need to watch that video. And again, I'll link it to you at the end if you didn't already watch it. But on Ethereum, you're going to get the signal even faster because of the special nature of the blue line and the green line from the very beginning. Let's take one more quick look at what that was. And again, you're not going to have these same exact lines, but I'll cover them on a daily basis or whatever, as long as they're in play. But look. Bam. Ooh, this looks like a nice little breakout here. All right, so look how it's dancing. Look at this. This is the blue. It looks like it's getting ready to come up, folks. Now, could it test back down here? Yeah, easily. That would be about a 2% drop from current price. But still, you'd be bullish after that. Yeah, 2% drop, no big deal. That's still on top of that blue line, or the green line. And that would just be meeting the bottom of that channel with all these lines back here. And I'll take off the origin lines. Boom. Go back to the 8-hour chart, something like that. Bam. See that? That looks like where Ethereum's going. And the invalidation for this, you're going to get essentially a precursor to invalidation on Ethereum because it's right now bouncing perfectly on those lines. The invalidation point for being generally bullish over the next 10 days for Bitcoin is a little lower. I gave those to you in yesterday's video, but the cool thing is you're going to be able to tell, ooh, Ethereum is going down to the green line. It's still kind of okay, but we're on a watch out here because if it comes back up to the blue line, use it as resistance, then that means Bitcoin can start breaking down too and start going to its invalidation point, and it can start cascading, and you're going to be able to front run. So you're going to have the blue line on Ethereum, which is the origin line, which I will put on right now. So these are the things that I'm looking for. Blue line, and I'm going to zoom way in here. Watch. Where you start getting a hint of things are going to break down to the bearish side is it's not invalid. This is not invalidation. This is a precursor. You start getting a little worried or just considering more chance for downside when the blue is broken. If the green holds up, you're still bullish. If Ethereum starts breaking below the green and using it as resistance, then price of both of Bitcoin at that time will be approaching its invalidation point, which in that case, Bitcoin, even though Ethereum breaks below here like this, Bitcoin can then pull it right back up if Bitcoin itself doesn't want to go below its invalidation point. And so that's what you would see in that case. This would be kind of tricky, but Bitcoin would use its invalidation point as support, and Ethereum would do that and pop right back up above these two lines. These are your precursors to invalidation for bullishness for the next 10 days or so. And then Bitcoin's, it was established yesterday. It's roughly in the $20,250 range. So click this video right here if you want to see my Bitcoin analysis from yesterday to see why on that chart 28K absolutely is in play. And click right here if you want some futures trading advice that you're not going to get anywhere else. You just got typified worldwide. Peace.